So look, if you want to grow your wealth, your income, and increase the amount of time off, then these are the shortcuts that can help. Welcome to the Wealth Creation Podcast.
So we're going to talk about marketing in today's session, just for a change. And specifically, I want to talk to you about generating or building a long-term system that's basically going to put leads at the top of your sales funnel, hopefully for a very, very long time. And, you know, your marketing should be a combination of things, really. It should be things that you just do on a regular basis, and it's just set up all the time, and it just works, okay? And you don't have to fiddle with it, you don't have to touch it, you don't have to do anything with it. It's just going to keep on putting leads in at the top of your sales and marketing funnel. And then the other side of it is where you have to actually interact with your clients and potential clients, and you've got to be seen, and you've got to create fresh content and all of that kind of thing. And obviously, the first one is the one that everybody wants. And yeah, you can run that on its own, and it kind of works okay on its own. But really, the magic sauce is when you're actually creating extra stuff, extra pieces of content like this, for example. Just the fact that you're live and you're showing up shows people that you are interested, keen to help, present, you're around, and you're aware of your surroundings as well to some extent. And you need this combination of regular, ongoing things that just happen automatically, and then just random stuff that you just happen to post as well. And bear in mind, this is different than being an influencer. Being an influencer is very, very different. What we actually do is run a business like a business, whereas an influencer is just this whole brand new kind of thing. And it's very, very different. And, you know, if you're running, if you're running live streams on TikTok, for example, you just live stream on TikTok selling your stuff. Again, that's very different. A lot of people that we actually deal with actually have businesses with customers, repeat customers, and often it's like a consultative approach, which basically means that you have to generate a lot of goodwill in the marketplace. And then when you've generated enough goodwill, at that point, people will then start to pay attention, people will then start to buy from you, and so on and so forth. And so that's really important. That's one of the reasons why you've got to be visible as often as you can, because if you're not visible, how do your clients know that you even exist? And so you have to be putting out content, and then as well as putting out organic content, you've got to put out some paid ads as well, just to get that consistency. We're going to talk about both of those things, and then we're going to encompass all of those into a long-term system that will hopefully generate your leads. And so it's a combination of all those things. So first up, you need a rolling marketing strategy. And a rolling marketing strategy is like, okay, it's 2025. What am I going to do for the rest of 2025 to drive traffic back to the website where hopefully someone's going to buy something? It might be a low ticket offer, or they might book a strategy call to get to speak to you, so that you can then diagnose what their problem is and how how what you provide can actually help them with their solution. So this rolling marketing strategy then has to be consistent all the time throughout 2025. There's no point in stopping it and starting it. Well, that didn't work, so we're going to stop it. No. Once you get it up and running, keep it up and running. You've got to get this level of consistency. And I think this is where a lot of businesses fall over, because they don't get this level of consistency that's actually needed in order for them to be successful with their business. And you've got to get this level of consistency. So you start this rolling strategy, and that would normally initially start with paid adverts. So your paid ads, what do they look like? What platform are your paid ads going to be on? So for example, if I've got toothache and it's 3:00 in the morning, I'm not going to Facebook and scrolling through Facebook looking for a dentist. That's not how it works. What I would do, I'd go to Google, I'd type 24-hour emergency dentist who is open now. So that might even be Google Maps, right? It's not even Google search, it's Google Maps. Because you can, I've done this for coffee. I need coffee. Where's the nearest coffee shop? No, it's 7 a.m, one that's open. So I press the open button. There you go, right? So that's pull marketing. Whereas if I've got toothache and I need a dentist at 3 a.m, I'm going to pull that dentist towards me. I'm going to pull the information towards me so I can actually go and use the dentist because I've got toothache. Facebook ads are what we call push marketing. It's like newspaper advertising. You're hoping that the person who happens at the time that they open up Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or whatever it's going to be, YouTube, but they just happen to have the thing that you're selling on your advert. Now, that's one of the reasons why we run awareness campaigns, because we want people. So if we're running a campaign in Leeds, for example, for Facebook ads agency, supposed to run people's Facebook ads, we might just run an awareness campaign on Facebook. And then when we go to Google, often we're number one, I think, on Google anyway for Facebook ads agency or FB ads agency or whatever that's going to be. We do quite well with that. But also we might even run some Google pay-per-click, because now they've seen us on Facebook, they need to find us, they can't remember who we are, they go to Google, then they find us, and so on. So actually understanding those two different types of methodology, push marketing and pull marketing, is really important, because it depends on what industry you're actually in, will determine which of those you're actually going to use. So part of your rolling marketing strategy is working out in your industry, do you want to be push marketing like Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn ads and YouTube ads, or do you want to be pull marketing, which is basically search based, or it might be Google Maps based, or it might even be ChatGPT based, quite frankly. So you've got to have this rolling marketing strategy. The easiest way of doing that is through paid ads. You have an advert, you drive traffic from Facebook or LinkedIn, whatever it's going to be, back to the landing page. Hopefully that person then signs up for the landing page. And let's talk about that as well, because I think that's really important. You've got several types of landing pages. Are you going to give away a free event? We've got a client and we're just about to start running Facebook ads for his free event in Leeds next month. And we expect that to fill out, quite frankly, because it's a free of charge event. It's a well-known company. It happens to be one of our clients. But that's one type of landing page, and that's the specific action that we want that customer to take. Another type of landing page might be a £27 product page. And so we'll have a two-step process for that. So they land on the page from a Facebook ad, it's 27 quid, buy it or don't buy it. And often what will happen is people will put in their name and email address, it takes them to the second page, and sometimes they end up not buying, which is fine because we've already got their name and email address. It's called a two-step sales page, effectively. And sometimes we might just go for a one-step, depending on what it is. Sometimes we'll get a two-step. But those people who filled in the first page but didn't actually purchase, not only are they targeted with retargeting ads on Facebook, because we can differentiate the difference, which is what you should have in your business, but also those people that filled in their name and email address, guess what happens? We can email them and say, hey, I noticed, Bob, because we've got the name, that you didn't buy this product. Have you bought? Why not buy it now? Why not get some coaching? Have you thought about compliance? Blah, 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 blah. So there's always different types of landing pages. And again, this is really dependent on what business you've got. Will determine the type of landing page. Are you going to send them to a free event? Is it a free PDF? Like, download my free ebook. Like, nobody wants ebooks anymore. In 2025, it's been done. And I think part of the problem there was that the PLR, private label resale, has really ruined free ebooks, because there's a lot of trashy ebooks out there that you could buy them and you could slap your name on it and then that's suddenly yours. And people see right through that. One of the things that works really, really well is a low ticket offer. We'll talk about that in a second. But also, if you're going to give away a free training course with, face to camera video training with some screen share and that kind of thing, or a workshop of some kind, that's a really good way of generating leads. As long as you're going to get the phone number and you can phone them up and just see where they're at, or get an email address to see where they're at and to see if there's any upsell opportunities. But one of the reasons why I like sending people to a small £17, 20 quid, £30, £40 offer is because if I'm spending £20 to get that person to buy that thing, but I'm charging £40, I make £20. And yes, £20 is not life-changing. Maybe if you sold 1,000 a month, that is life-changing. But that's not actually why we do it. We sell a £40 product. It costs us £20. So yeah, we're £20 up, but we re-spend that £20. We might spend that on a different product or on an upsell or retargeting. And an upsell might be coaching, might be one-on-one coaching, might be a bigger package. We sold a guy last week or last month off a £27 sale. And he's bought £1,000 a month marketing package, which is amazing. We've got another client. We're just writing about this actually on Facebook. We've got another client. We took him on 18 months ago. He started with a £27 product, and then we got on a call. and he needed loads of marketing help, and Facebook ads and landing pages created. And again, we sold £1,000 a month product to him 18 months ago. He's still a client. £18,000 so far from this one client who purchased and got to know us from a £27 product. So you don't have to sell on day one the entire thing. And in fact, that's probably the wrong thing to do. We see it quite a lot. People trying to sell £5,000, £6,000, £7,000 training courses or whatever that happens to be. And they're trying to sell it straight off a Facebook ads advert. It's just not going to work. There's no trust involved. People don't know who you are. And you're going to find that really, really challenging. Whereas selling them a £27 product, £30, £40 product, then they're going to download the product, or they're going to log in and they're going to watch all your videos. While they're watching all your videos, you're building a massive amount of rapport, because now they're getting to know you, they're getting to trust you. Then you get them on a strategy call. Then they have a conversation about what their next stage of their problem is that maybe you could help them with. And what do you know? Yes, you can help them. So much easier to close high ticket prices doing it that way. And again, all that comes from because you've got this ongoing marketing strategy, which starts by sending people to a low priced offer or a free of charge event or some training course. But again, we like the ones where you're going to charge a little bit of money because that can cover all your ad spend, which means you can just spend an infinite amount of money driving people into your funnel. And then some of those will naturally upsell themselves anyway. And then once you've got your rolling marketing strategy, the next important bit is that you've got to have an email marketing funnel. And an email marketing funnel is just where you're putting people in at the top. They're now in your marketing funnel, and so they get an email on day one, an email on day three, an email on day five, and an email on day one. 3 days later, they get another email. 5 days after that, they get another email. 7 days after that, they get another email, and then I stay with 11 days. So every just under 2 weeks, and it's every 11 days, and that works very well for us. They get an email, but now in our automated email marketing funnel, and so we send them value emails, how to do this, don't forget about that, this is how we solve this problem. And then also in between those, we'll send them, have you thought about buying this offer? Do you need a new website? Do you need Facebook ads? Do you need an ongoing marketing system? And then every so often as well, we'll send them examples of people that we've worked with and results that we've got for clients. So all along this email marketing funnel, we're constantly building trust, rapport, credibility, authenticity, consistency. They're getting to know us, getting to like us. Hopefully, we're getting to trust us increasingly so the further they go through that. We sold a website, and I said to the guy, when did you first hear about us? And he's like, about 10 years ago. And it was on an expert panel at the Property Networking Club. And I think I was in shorts and a T-shirt because I just moved to Spain. And and everyone else is in suits and things. There's Dan in his Hawaiian shirts, quite funny. And that's where he first saw me. And he was on our mailing list for whatever reason. And then 10 years later, bought a website from us. And sometimes that's a sales cycle. We don't mind. As long as a buy, we're happy with that. Sometimes it's less than that. We had a guy and he found us on iTunes. And then he found us on YouTube. And then there was a link down below, booked a strategy session. And then the next day, same day, that morning, a few hours later, the money dropped into the account. So the sales cycle can be very, very quick. Sometimes the sales cycle is years. Totally fine. But if you've not got an automated email system that is set up for years with emails, we wouldn't have closed that client. And it wasn't a huge, massive, it was £400 for a website at the time. It wasn't a massive game-changing website, but it's all revenue. It all helps. And now he's bought the website. He's going to probably at some point buy something else. It might be Facebook ads, or he might have an idea for a new business. Guess who he's going to come back to? Maybe buy a new website. Maybe we get the whole marketing thing. And so this is part of the rolling marketing strategy is you've got to have an email system that's going to be able to communicate out there with your list, your email marketing list. If you don't know how to do any of this, you just come and speak to us. I think the link's probably down below. Let's talk about paid ads. So we spoke earlier about, like one of our products is £27. We know that our cost of acquisition, our CPA, cost per acquisition, is about £14 on that particular product, which means we make £13 profit. Now, again, making £13 profit is not life-changing, is it? It's not like, oh my gosh, let's go to Ibiza for the weekend. But it does a couple of things. Number one, every morning I wake up, and usually, almost every morning, I check my emails and there is a £27 sale. I get so excited before my coffee. We've been doing this for years, 5 years, in fact. We've been doing this with a low ticket offer. And every time we get a small sale, I get so excited. I get as excited by the £27 closes as I do by the £1,000 or £2,000 closes. I get just as excited. But it means that somebody, wherever they are financially, wants to give their hard-earned money to us because we can help them solve that problem. That, for me, is really, really powerful. So I do get very excited by that every morning. You'd be pleased to know. And you should have this as well, by the way. Just knowing what that feels like every morning to close a client in one way or another. It doesn't have to be massive £1,000 clients, just a £27 product. We have a £7 product called One Offer Away. And I still get the same level of excitement as off that, the £7 as I do for the £1,000. Sometimes more excited because off the £7 product, there's an opportunity to then upsell them onto different things like the £1,000 product. But we couldn't do any of that. And trust me, we tried to do it all off organic. And I'm not saying you don't need organic, because you do need organic. We'll cover organic shortly. But all that comes from the fact that we're running adverts, paid adverts, to a landing page with a low ticket offer, and the fact that we follow it all the way through so that we know that our cost per acquisition is £14 and our sale price, we know that's obvious, it's £27. We know we're making £13. Knowing that and having that level of information is so important in your business. And most people have no idea what their cost per acquisition of a customer is. If you're selling a £1,000 product and you make 3 sales this month, that's amazing. But what if it costs you £2,000 to purchase that customer? Because that's really what we're doing. That's what you should be doing. You should be purchasing customers. You might not be even running paid ads to purchase a customer, but if you're spending time creating organic traffic, it still costs you money, because the money or the time that you're spending creating that content could be time closing a client. Time equals money. We cannot get around from that. So you should be running paid ads, and you should be also knowing what those numbers are. The cost per acquisition, you should be knowing what your profit and loss is. So that will just help you determine, how much money can you spend every month on marketing, for example. Really, really important stuff. Again, if you don't know how to do that, come speak to us. And then let's just talk about organic traffic, because we've tried it with just organic traffic. We do a lot of organic traffic. And this is the bit, right? When we just run Facebook ads, we don't close them as many sales. When we just do organic traffic, we get less sales than paid ads for sure, but also we don't close as much than if we do paid ads and organic traffic at the same time. Those two things are what are needed. The paid ads drive traffic, and the organic content reinforces that we've been around for a long time and are highly likely to be around for a lot longer, because they can scroll through all my timelines on my social media. They can go on my website and check out the latest news, and there are years worth of content going all the way back. Think about the amount of trust that we have just from the fact that we've got all that content that goes back for years. We've got live streams going back years. We've got offers going back years. Some offers work really well. Some offers didn't work as well. But you can see it goes all the way back in your timeline. Now, imagine there's another company, another digital marketing agency, let's say, and you think, I'm going to use someone else, not going to use Dan, I'm going to use someone else. And then you go onto their Facebook and we have one post a month. Right? The lack of credibility that provides for that digital marketing agency is massive. Now imagine one of your customers has gone on your timeline and they see you moaning about Donald Trump or whoever. They see you liking cats. Nothing wrong with cats. I like them myself, laughing at cats. But they see, that's it. That's all they see. They see your holidays. They see your cats. And don't get me wrong, you do need some of that because people buy from people, but they know, like, and trust. I know it's B2B, business to business, but people still buy from people, right? People within the business buy from people within the business. People within the business sell to other people within their business. That is the way. There's no such thing as B2B. It's all person to person. We're not at the stage right now where robots are buying off robots. We're probably going to get there at some point in the next, God knows however long. But fundamentally, it's still people buying from people and people selling to people. So you've got to put a personal touch out there. And that can be funny cats having a little bit of a rant about something and your holiday snaps. But if it's all that is, that's not going to work. You've got to demonstrate your expertise. You've got to talk about the stuff that you're good at. You've got to be able to show results that other clients have had. you've got to be able to offer help along the way. We offer on our timelines a significant amount of help. Now, for help that we offer, we never drill down. If you notice this, we never, ever drill down, because that's left for our private clients. And why would we give that away? That's really the secret sauce. And sometimes we get quite close to giving away the secret sauce, by the way. And if you've not watched enough of our content, you should watch more content, and then you might see some of it. But when we get a client on a strategy call, at that point, we deep dive into their business. And it becomes really obvious very, very quickly, normally, where a client's actually going wrong on their marketing. It usually takes like 5 seconds of looking at their Facebook page, and you're like, oh, okay. Because, you know, how you operate on Facebook or LinkedIn is how you're going to operate throughout the length and breadth of all of your marketing. Generally, that's how it works. And so it's very easy for us to go, yeah, I see what you're doing. There's no face on there. There's no personality on there. Sometimes it's just business images and that's it. And that's like, no, that's not going to work. You need a combination of paid ads, which are the businesses type things. And then you need a combination of live streaming and content like this, you know, face to camera stuff, so that people can get a look behind the camera, if you like, and a look into your business and all of that kind of thing. And that's what works really well. And then just finally, let me just grab a quick drink to feel my throat going here. So just finally on this, you've got to start building your pipeline. So we've talked about rolling marketing strategy, filling your email list up. We talked about paid ads. We talked about organic ads. All that works. What are you going to sell? Why are you running paid ads? Why are you running organic traffic? To what? What is the landing page? What's on the landing page? What are you going to sell? And I love low ticket offers. In fact, we are going to build our business significantly in 2025 from low ticket offers. Low ticket offers, £7, 20 quid, £40, £50. It just helps you drive a lot of traffic, because you can pay for it, to a landing page. People are going to buy whatever's on that landing page. And if they're not buying, by the way, and you've driven a lot of traffic to the landing page, brilliant. What that means is the traffic works, your landing page doesn't. So then we can look at your landing page and work on conversion on that specific landing page to work out why it's working, why it's not working. We might split test. We might create a duplicate of a landing page, make it very similar and change the headlines, change some images around, and then run an equal amount of traffic to both to see which landing page converts better. Get rid of the old one, create a new one, and do exactly the same process. And you should be doing that with your Facebook ads as well. But all of this content and Facebook ads and the whole purpose of having a marketing strategy should be driving people, I believe, to a low ticket offer. Look, even if it's a couple of quid, here's a download. It's 2 pages long. It's £2. It's a what do they call them? A checklist or a cheat sheet or whatever it happens to be. Or here's a training course for 4 quid, time management, change your life. Go and buy it now. Like, I don't care, right? That little bit of money will pay for some Facebook ads, but more importantly, now you're about to get people engaged with your content, not while they're in bed going through Instagram, looking at workout videos or videos of funny dogs or whatever, but actually they're going to go through your training, focused on what you're saying, and unconsciously they're starting to like you. It's starting to build rapport. They get to know who you are, your sense of humor, how you sound, how you look. So that then when they eventually get on a phone call with you, there's no surprises. They already know who you are, what you sound like, and all of that kind of thing. And I think low ticket offers, building your pipeline out in 2025, is going to be the secret sauce. And if you're not doing that yet, I think your competitors you're going to lose against your competitors, because this tsunami of low ticket offers is on its way in your industry. And if you're not leading that tsunami and you've not got all of these in place, then your competitors will do, and they'll take your market share. And obviously nobody wants that. So a couple of products that will help you. The course creation program. So it's at daniellatto.co.uk/course. It's probably down below. But just go check it out on my website, because there's 4 courses on there that will all help. You've got content creation machine. The one offer away product is only 7 quid. That'll help you develop a product for a low ticket offer. Wonderful bit of training that will really help you put 2025 as being one of the best years of your life. If you implement this and get this right, it is a game changer. Now, once you've got your initial low priced offers, you want some bigger offers, maybe group coaching, maybe one-on-one coaching, maybe a premium ticket offer, £1,000 a month, £5,000 for a year, whatever that happens to be, £5,000 a year or £600 a month or whatever it needs to be. But it all starts from having a low ticket offer. So go and work on that low ticket offer. And if you've got any questions, come and hit me up and ask me. And in the meantime, we'll catch up with you later.
Hey, it's Dan here. Thank you for listening. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Please click like or subscribe to the entire podcast.